Rams offense versus 49ers defense. If the 49ers are to pull off the upset, they will have to take the Rams offense out of sync by slowing down their run game. San Francisco's defense has allowed only 4.1 yards per rushing attempt this season, a very respectable number that is tied for 8th best in the NFL this season. The 49ers allow 7.3 yards per pass attempt, which also is solid, but they have allowed 31 touchdown passes and, as a team, they've recorded only 2 interceptions. That's a shocking disparity. The Rams got back on track last week at Arizona as quarterback Jared Goff was efficient and accurate. Goff needs 342 yards to break Kurt Warner's single-season franchise record, but the Rams will try to get running back C.J. Anderson going again. Edge, Rams. 49ers offense versus Rams defense. San Francisco's top offensive threats are tight end George Kittle and, well, what kind of shape is Jerry Rice in these days? Last week, the 49ers lost both their top running back, Matt Breida, and their leading receiver, Dante Pettis, to injuries. Neither will play Sunday. The Rams would be wise to have a cornerback match up against Kittle, who has been fantastic this season. Kittle has 1,228 yards this year and is 3 weeks removed from a 210-yard game against Denver. Fill-in quarterback Nick Mullins has thrown for 1,995 yards in only 7 games this season. For the Rams, all eyes will be on defensive tackle Aaron Donald, who needs 3 sacks to tie the single-season record set by Michael Strahan in 2001. Edge, Rams. Special teams. Rams kicker Greg Zuerlein missed a field goal last week at Arizona, but it couldn't have been a more impressive miss. At the end of the first half, Zuerlein hit an upright from 57 yards out with a kick that looked like it had the distance to be good from at least 65 yards. So, it's safe to say that any concerns about Zuerlein's mid-season groin injury can be put to rest. San Francisco kicker Robbie Gould quietly is having a stellar season at age 36. Gould has made 32 of 33 field goal attempts this season, with a long of 53 yards, plus 24 of 26 extra points. Gould hasn't missed a field goal in 10 consecutive games. Edge, Rams. Coaching. It's been a delicate month for the Rams' Sean McVay. First, he had to help guide the team out of a 2-game losing streak, and then he had to decide how to handle running back Todd Gurley, who has been dealing with a sore knee. McVay gets passing grades because he made the prudent move last week to hold out Gurley, and the Rams still cruise to a victory over Arizona. McVay's contemporary, 49ers coach Kyle Shanahan, is at the end of a second consecutive difficult season. Shanahan has lost double-digit games again and is without his top quarterback, running back and receiver due to injuries. Edge, Rams. Intangibles. Like last week with the Cardinals, it's tough to determine what is going to motivate the 49ers this week. The Cardinals had nothing to play for last week, and frankly, after they faced an early deficit, it showed. There hasn't been much of a fiery Rams-49ers rivalry since the late 1980s, so it's not as though there's any personal animus here. The Rams seemingly have much more to play for this week. With a victory, or a Chicago loss to Minnesota, the Rams can clinch the No. 2 seed in the playoffs and a first-round playoff bye. The idea of getting a week off while other teams have to play is a huge motivator. Edge, Rams. Matchup to watch. Rams receiver Brandon Cooks vs 49ers cornerback Richard Sherman. It's been a quiet season for Sherman, the three-time All-Pro selection who is a season removed from a torn Achilles. Offenses haven't tested Sherman very often this season, and he might fail to record an interception for the first time in his 8-year NFL career. That said, the Rams might want to throw against Sherman just to see if they can get Cooks going. Cooks is a 1,000-yard receiver this season, but his production has fallen off since the Rams lost Cooper Kupp to injury. Cooks has only 12 receptions for 116 yards in his past 3 games. Prediction: Rams 31, 49ers 17. This has been a tough series to predict in recent years. The Rams haven't swept a season series against the 49ers since 2004, and even in the first meeting in 2017, when the Rams clearly were the better team, they had to hold on for a 2-point victory. A better indicator, though, would be the team's first meeting of the season, in October. The Rams jumped out to a 22-0 lead and won 39-10. Unless the 49ers somehow figure out how to generate turnovers, it's tough to see how they can score enough points to stay in this game. More likely, the Rams enjoy a comfortable victory and secure the coveted